Good morning. I'm setting up. Here we go. Empowered by purpose. What is your story? Yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for coming here. Yeah, this is a very big conversation we are putting together. Yeah, that will culminate to something amazing. Please mark your calendar. 10th of July, we shall be having an event in person. Yeah, to just have this conversation, to thrash it and also to practice it. And today it's just about what is your story, because I'm also going to share my papa's story. And I don't know whether this is a question that you're able to answer comfortably. Yeah, just a few minutes ago, I was live with some ladies who are taking one of my programs, Woman Arise. Yeah, and we were just having a conversation in terms of purpose, and it's been a journey. And one of the things that I was saying is that purpose is not a place. So you don't just wake up one morning and you're feeling like, yeah, figured it out, let's roll. Purpose is actually a tool. I usually see purpose as a compass. So it's something you have. It's not a place you are looking to go to or somebody you need to become. It's actually something you already have. And that is a very powerful way of saying purpose, because if it's something you have, then it means in every space you are in, there is always significance, there is always clarity, and there is always impact as a consequence. And so when you think about your life being powered by purpose, it means that it's coming from somewhere deeper. Everything about your life is coming from somewhere. And let me just share my story briefly. I remember myself as a 22-year-old, and I was just on crossroads, like nothing was really adding up in my life. I was in jobs that I don't like. And I remember that time just feeling despair, and I was wondering, is this all there is to my life? Is there something more? What if nothing ever changes? Will this be fulfilling enough? And I remember just feeling that wave of despair and just feeling like I'm stuck. And if you're feeling stuck, it's actually a real place. Sometimes it's very possible to feel that way about life, to just feel like this place doesn't make too much sense and things are not coming together. And yeah, I'm just feeling frustrated because I'm feeling there's something more. There's something more for me to become. There's something more for me to do. It's very possible to feel that way. And I remember as a 22-year-old, I did something that I still remember. It's really crazy, because I was working by then in a certain plumbing company, and I was an accountant of all the other things in my life. I mean, I don't even love maths. Yeah, so trying to reconcile the bill of quantities, all the material that went on construction sites and all. Yeah, it was just putting some money in my pocket, but it was not fulfilling. And I remember first of all, I took a form, like I applied to join campus. It was a bit crazy as well, because I had a C plus, and then by then I was earning 10,000. And I wanted to go on parallel to do my BA, my Bachelor of Arts. And those two things were not adding up. And I remember I was earning 10,000, and then I spent 3,000 to buy the form first. To apply in university, you have to first of all pay for the application. And then, true to the word, I think a month later, they were like, yeah, we've accepted you. This is the match you will need. Someone is calling. I'll just talk to them later. Let me finish this short live. And I remember that time getting a response, and they're like, yeah, we've accepted you to university. You need to report on this date. This is the amount you need. I needed like 75K. That means I will need to work 10 and a half months to raise my one semester school fees. And that is a long, long story that I may not exhaust today. But one of the things that I know, and I'm going to encourage you as you think about Powered by Purpose, is to just, first of all, be aware of where you're stuck, and be aware of everything you're feeling that defines that stuckness. Just be aware. Even without doing anything, awareness is very powerful, because awareness brings that consciousness, and that consciousness makes you uncomfortable, makes you agitated, sometimes makes you even angry. You just feel like, no, there should be something more about my life. And that is a very, very good place to be in, as much as it's very uncomfortable, because then it starts moving you towards the direction that I'm going next, which is called the bold moves. And so what does bold moves looks like? for a lady who is 22 years old, earning 10,000 in industrial area, and with this big dream to join campus. So one of the things I did, which I still think is crazy up to today, I rallied around my friends. I was like, guys, Jenny, yeah, let's do this together. Yeah, I want to organize a fundraiser. And of course, my friends came through. And I think sometimes you need those friends who really want you to achieve, even sometimes what they have not achieved themselves. I always think about them like those four guys who pull out a roof to just lower their friend to access Jesus. They didn't care about the price, and they were not comparing on, the cost benefit analysis, which is something that many people do nowadays. Yeah, they're just thinking about this guy should win. We need to support him. We need to do everything we can. They went and teared the roof and lowered him. And then, yeah, that guy got his miracle. And I think I had such friends back then, and I'm really grateful for them. I still remember them. And I remember that event of us organizing the fundraiser, coming together and taking juice and bread. Yeah, that was a funny combination. The diluted juice, the one that you put water to increase the quantity and, of course, to make it less concentrated. Yeah, and then that is where we started, and they raised 30,000, which was really something. And then, of course, my parents saw I was very determined. I didn't mention that my parents were like, "Perhaps you're crazy. You want to go to university? We have two siblings after you. We need to sort these ones out first, and then we can have this conversation." And I was like, "No, I just feel like it's now." So I think when my parents saw that I was hell bent to go to campus, then they topped up, and I joined my first semester. I didn't know where the school fees will come for the other semesters, but I just knew that I needed a big shift in my life. The next crazy thing I did, I took a directory of emails and applied to all the NGOs. I was like, "Hi guys, I'm here. I'm happy to volunteer." All of them. Yeah, like emails to all the places. I knew I was not qualified. First of all, you remember I don't have anything on social background. My background was IT. I had a diploma in IT and then a lot of passion. Yeah, and so two NGOs responded, and one was like, "Yeah, we are in Mombasa. Yeah, you can come." I was like, "Knock you out. I want something in Nairobi because I'm joining campus next month. So I'm looking for something close by." And then the other one was in Westlands, which was a good bet. Yeah, and so that evening, even without having any guarantees, I remember being on the bridge, and I resigned, and I was like, I texted my supervisor. I was like, "I don't think I'm coming back. Yeah, called it a day. Thank you so much for the opportunity." Of course, I did that after end month. Yeah, 22-year-olds can be rookie. Yeah, and then after that, I went to Westlands for the interview as a volunteer, and they were like, "Yeah, you're welcome. We pay 1,000 per. No, we pay 100 per day. That means that I will end up with 3,000 guys, 3,000. Yeah, that is the match I will be making by the end of the month." And I was like, "No, guys, you know what? I have these expenses. I need this money. This is the minimum I can accept." And I think that was very daring. And there's something interesting that happened, which I'm just talking about bold move. Sometimes you just have to do something crazy. I didn't have, I forgot to bring along my certificate. Like I just went to the interview cute. It's just my handbag, yeah, and my phone. And there I was. And so they're like, "Oh, so what did you say you did?" Yeah, of course. I was like, "Yeah, but I forgot the certificate." And guess what? I actually got that opportunity. And later when I joined that organization, then I was put on admin. I actually saw the communications around it, and I could see them saying, "Yeah, we have this volunteer. We interviewed her." First of all, my application went to Mombasa, where the national director was sitting, and then he forwarded it to Nairobi. "Please interview this girl and see what she can do, especially for our marketing and IT." And I tell you, kid you not, I really used what I had to get to where I will get on later. So for me, I started out on just helping them set up, automating their systems and processes. Yeah, just with the know-how I had. Of course, by then they had started having accounting softwares. I jumped on it, got trained, and that is how I actually started transitioning towards my place of passion. I wanted to end up in the social enterprise, but the only tool I had was IT. And bold moves is just looking at what is in your hand and using that. And I remember even this time that Moses is stuck and he's just wondering what he can do, and God is asking him, "What do you have in your hands? Look at what is in your hands." Everybody must learn to see the potential that is in your hand, because this is the best asset you have. And your hand is a place of diligence that you can just work hard, teach yourself whatever you need to. Your hand is also a place of purpose, like in terms of there's something I'm good at, skillfulness, and your hands is also a place of, I've already achieved so many things in my life so far. Can you imagine that there's no career, there's no kind of a business you can do without your hands? Like your hands, and that is what the Bible says, whatever your hands find to do, do it with all your might, do it with all your strength. And so we are going to have this journey powered by purpose for the next 1 month, just consistent conversations. And I'm so happy to get to do this. And like I said, we are doing it with Coach Buyanzi. We just want to come and inspire you and encourage you. And at the same time, the other thing we want to achieve is working towards a free event that we shall be having on Zoom, which is powered by purpose. And then also to have later another event on 10th of July. 10th of July, please note that on your calendar. 10th of July, we shall be just coming together and having this in-person retreat that will be so amazing, to just inspire you on where you can start and some of the amazing things you can do. And each one of us has something, that is just within your heart, and you're feeling like there's something more in my life. There's more I can do than this. There's more I can become than this. And that is a good feeling to have, because powered by purpose will help you out to unpack that, to unlock that, and to become the amazing that you're supposed to be. And so let's just hang on together, like every Saturday from 10 to 10:15 or thereabout. We shall be having these conversations live here. And then on the other days, which will be now the consequent weeks, I shall just be coming live and having different conversations. So I'm not done with this story. I'm going to come back and just tell you how I was able to push myself, and also now where I am right now and what it means for me, and also where I am not. Because purpose, like I said, is a tool you have in your hand. So it's not a place that you come to and then you're like, I've figured everything out, I'm on top of this. It's actually a space you are in terms of your mindset, and also in terms of having the right tools and being able to acknowledge what you already have. Because like I said, it's about what is in your hands. And there are so many amazing things you have that we shall be unpacking together in terms of just pointers to what you can do and where you can head to, and even what you can become if you want to probably transition like me from IT to psychology to coaching. It has been an amazing journey, and I'm very happy to share with you. And so enjoy your weekend. Yeah, that was just a good time having this chat with you briefly. And then we will be coming back every Saturday, and over the week, I'm also going to share my schedule in terms of how we are going to just have a purpose-driven conversation the whole month. Yeah, this is what I love the most. I'm very passionate about purpose clarity. In my coaching work, it's about purpose clarity, emotional wellness, and confidence, for us to just live unapologetically in the things that God has called us to do and get over the past things that have been tangling us and holding us back. And so up to then, till then, ciao, ciao, ciao. Yeah, thanks. Please let me know in the comments what you've learned, what is your take home. You can even share what you want us to discuss and chat about. Yeah, we are happy to work it out.